Ec68 Talking with Khandu. Soul to Soul Talk. Talking with Khandu. Life guiding conversations with Morai, Amoro and Jenai summer. Let's talk about talking with Khandu the Creator, spoke Morai Amoro. You mean meditation and inner prayer? Questioned Jenai. The subject meditation and silent prayer is for another time. I meant talking with Khandu all day long from a different perspective. We have talked about the fact that Khandu's life-creating and life-sustaining energy is connected with everything and everybody. Otherwise it could not exist, for without the force of life, there is no life. In other words, the essence of everything and everybody is Khandu. Throughout the ages, it has been stated that Khandu is everywhere, but we don't see Khandu as such. Through the realization that Khandu must be in all, we have an opportunity to speak with Khandu all day long. Starting with ourselves, where Khandu is also within, let's see what we think and how we speak to ourselves. When we stay aware that Khandu is within us, would we not try to think like an innocent child? And would we not choose positive and kind words when talking to ourselves? Of course, stated Jenai. So, let's do it from now on, Morai jumping in. When we look at others and think about them and speak to them, let us keep in mind that Khandu is inside and that we are actually speaking with Khandu. So I have to pretend that my parents and my brother and sister are Khandu? You may call this play, pretending, or playing make-believe, but it is true that Khandu is their essence, answered Morai. So from now on I will have to think first what and how I will speak to anyone where Khandu is inside. That will be a task, but I can see already that I would not say and do certain things anymore. But how will I remember myself to act and react this new way of speaking and acting? This is where meditation, inner and silent prayer, and going to spiritual meetings comes into play. These things will build our inner strength, so we stay awake to live life from this perspective. Also reading about and speaking with those who have mastered the mind and see the force of life and love in all. These masters are guides. They show us how to do it and encouraging us that we can live life this way, answered Morai, who continued speaking. Our entire life will change once we actively speak with everybody as Khandu would stand in front of us. We will become more aware, gentle and forgiving. We will have to stay aware that most people come from strong characters they have adapted and who are covering the Khandu within themselves. Sometimes we may have to play an additional act in order to reach them, but we need to remind ourselves that it is still Khandu within them. Like good and loving parents who sometimes have to put their foot down when things go in the wrong direction, but doing this in a guiding way and never forgetting and letting the children know that they are being loved. Basically, it is playing an act and trying to reach the other, but without power games or hurting the other. When we lose the thought that Khandu is within them, we also get emotionally, which makes things much more difficult. So we have to stay aware no matter who we speak to in life, that Khandu is within them, stated Jenai. Correct. And not even staying aware when we speak to others, but also how we speak to our belongings, to the food we taste and eat, the things we touch, smell, see and hear. For the essence is Khandu, otherwise they could not exist. Thank you, Morai. You are most welcome, Jenai.